be spent.
All right. Well, Kentucky Avenue first. You might have seen a notice we put in the paper, the Pineville Sun, last week about Kentucky Avenue project. The project is actually going to start. It actually started today. We had some surveyors in today. They were supposed to bring some milling equipment in. I'm not sure that equipment got here. It didn't appear to be here at lunch. Is it here? Good.
It's here now.
So they will start milling the street in the morning. And what milling is basically grinding up asphalt that's on the street. There's a lot of asphalt on Kentucky Avenue, so we're going to grind it all up down to the existing curb level and use that material for some of the backfill, which will save quite a bit on gravel cost, because you're going to have a deep, deep trench. Down at McDonald's end of the street, it's going to be about 18 feet deep. So there's a lot of stone backfill required in the project. So we're going to just stockpile the millings and use them again. The milling will only take a few days. They should be done with the milling this week if the weather permits. Looks like they're forecasting some rain this week. I'm not sure how that will impact the project. But hopefully milling will be done this week, and then next week we'll start working on storm sewer down on Mountain View. So there will be excavation starting right away on the project. Now the project will take probably around 6 months to complete. We'll be installing a new storm sewer and a new sanitary sewer from McDonald's pump station, which is, there's a pump station right out in front of the McDonald's. From there, around Mountain View and up Kentucky Avenue, all the way to Walnut Street. We had a meeting last week to talk with police and fire, EMS, schools, festival committee, those folks, so everybody knew what we were doing and what we were planning to do, and kind of got their input. And there's some things that various people wanted us to consider, and we are doing that. We also formed a contact list so that as I get updates, I can send those out to keep everybody informed. We did that today. Mayor got and the police and everybody got an email from me indicating that milling was not going to start today. I thought it was, and it will be tomorrow. So we should be keeping the emergency services and the city services informed. And that'll be important, because while the street will remain open pretty much, they will be closing the section that they're working on, the block that they're working on. Now, if a resident needs to get to their home, they probably will be able to be open to local traffic. But having said that, if they're working right in front of your home, that area you may not be able to get to. You may have to park a little bit away or go in the alley and park in the back, those kind of things. We're using an approach of using flyers for the people in the project area to let them know what's going on and when they need to move vehicles off the road and that kind of thing. We never did. I was planning on doing a residents meeting, and I haven't done that yet. And I'm not real sure I'm going to, because I think I've talked to just about everybody up there, and everybody's getting a flyer. If I find there needs to be some meetings with the residents, we'll do that. I'm very interested in making sure everybody's informed as to what's going on. There has been some misinformation. Some people thought we were doing the area around the courthouse square. I'm not real sure how that got out there, but that is not what we're doing. With sewer construction, you have to start at the bottom of the drainage area and work up. One of the main reasons we're doing Kentucky Avenue is that we're under an agreed order with the state to eliminate overflows at McDonald's and ballpark lift stations. This project only affects McDonald's. But if we were to do a project area on the other end of town and then dump it all right back in the combined sewer, we wouldn't be solving anything with respect to the overflow. So hopefully by separating storm and sanitary on Kentucky, we'll be reducing that overflow. Hopefully we'll eliminate it, but at least we're reducing it. And then the next phase will have those separated sewers to go into. I have had some calls from business owners in the area, and we've assured them that they will be able to remain open. They will have a way for their customers and clients to get to their business. And we'll just have to work with them when we get closer to those businesses. But there was some rumor end of last week that those businesses would have to shut down while we were working in front of their stores, and that is not the case. I don't see any reason for any business to have to shut down. So I guess that's the Kentucky Avenue update. The big question I keep getting asked is it going to be finished by the festival? And the answer is no, it is not. However, I was pleased to find at our meeting last week with the festival committee that it doesn't seem like it's going to impact the festival as much as it could. We're still going to be on the lower end of Kentucky Avenue at festival time, and the festival people are going to have some alternative plans with respect to the parade and the hospital breakfast and things, should they have to be rerouted. They may not actually have to be rerouted. One thing we're going to do is we're going to curtail work on the project during the festival week. So we'll be doing no construction work during festival week, which will help. I'm always worried about at the last minute, Wednesday, when they shut down for the festival, breaking a water line and having all of town on a boil of water or something. So hopefully we'll avoid that by not working that week. The other thing we're going to do with the project is we are going to be updating some water facilities. Now that is not in the official project. KIA would only let us do sewer work with the money, with the stimulus money that we got. So internally, the utility is funding some water work that very much needs to be done. There's an old 4-inch cast water line in Kentucky Avenue that is redundant. Well, there's a new water line there, and we think all of the services have been changed over to the new line. We'll find out, of course, going up the street with the ditch. But that line is still in service, and it affects water quality in the area. You've got stagnant water in that line. We have to flush it quite often. We're going to take that line out of service. We're also going to put in all new water services for people in the project area. Copper water service, new meter box, new meter. So hopefully, my goal for the utility at least is once we do this project, we don't have to go in there and dig again on Kentucky Avenue for a long, long time. Hopefully that will be the case. We're going to put in a new sewer tap for each customer up there, and we will be reconnecting the sewer for the residents. We'll also be making storm sewer taps for each residence. I'm not real sure that's needed, but there's a lot of those homes, I think, that have roof drains and sump pumps going into their sanitary sewer. Those will not be allowed when this project is over. And if I owned one of those homes, I probably wouldn't want to discharge the water out onto the grass. So we are going to make a tap there so the residents can put their storm drainage into the storm sewer and not discharge it on the ground. Hopefully the residents will appreciate that and use that. When the project is done, you will have new street, new curb, new gutter, and new sidewalk. We were not able to work out something with Kentucky Utilities to put in underground utilities or decorative lighting. I was so hoping for decorative lighting down through there, but perhaps we can do that some other time. It's just unfortunate we can't get it timed with this. They're willing to do it, but they don't want to pay anything for it or share expenses.